Behind the veneer of the gorgeous sunsets and the vast wealth of sunny Southern California, nobody talks about good vibrations anymore. They talk about disease and despair and how the dream went so very wrong.
The worst man-made disaster in the United States, by far. It's 53 square blocks of abandoned people who've been really left to die. You don't really live on Skid Row. You come here to die.
It was the place to go for your dreams, and now it's the place to go with your nightmares.
Do you feel like you're shouting into the wind?
I am screaming into the wind. And I feel like, and I feel this way every day, like I'm standing on a railroad track. And the train is coming, and I know the bridge is out. And I'm like, hey, stop. And the engineers are looking at me and give me the finger. We are on the eve of really serious trouble.
Shalom, Kal Halal Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rachakwadash, double honors to the apostles of GMS who rule well, who I learn this truth from, and salutations unto you brothers and you sisters that take heed. Alright, coming back once again through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai. You just seen a video, or the end of the video. It's called Paradise Lost, Homeless in Los Angeles by Como News. It's a 6.5 minute piece you should check out. But I played the end for you. And, basically, man, these things are going to start happening more and more throughout America, which ties in with all kinds of prophecies. Mainly, you heard at the end, the guy said it's a bunch of disease because you have people catching typhoid, tuberculosis, hepatitis, scabies, all kinds of diseases, and they're spreading throughout Los Angeles County, right? And things are just gonna get worse, man. So I'm gonna get this. Jeremiah 51:7. Babylon hath been a golden cup in the Lord's Yahweh's hand, that made all the earth drunken. So in the beginning of the video, they showed clips from the 40s and the 50s and the 60s of Los Angeles and Venice Beach and the dream, the American dream, right? Everyone was, it was on a good vibe, man, right? Because America, man, that was the place, man. You want to name big cities back from the 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, Chicago, LA, New York, Miami. Those are big worldwide international things, man. Places that people knew and wanted to come here and experience the voluptuousness and the whole thing that came with the so-called American dream, this term, right? Well, now everybody's finding out that this is really the American nightmare, a night terror, right? The nations have drunken over wine, therefore the nations are mad. And that wine is what? America's philosophies. America spreads its philosophies throughout the whole world via democracy, which ties in with Daniel 8:25. Through peace he shall destroy many. Because once those philosophies and the whole culture of America starts spreading through your land, you start being corrupted, man. You start waving off into madness. So that's why it says the nations are mad. They're crazy. They're stumbling and they're being drunk as well. All the kings of the earth. Verse 8, Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. Howl for her, take balm for her pain, if so be she may be healed. But guess what? Quantitative easing isn't going to solve that. Trying to get a new currency isn't going to solve that. This place will fall, man, and it's falling on every side. It's falling economically. Your infrastructure, your actual roads and your bridges and your skyscrapers. Pestilence, man, disease. These things are spreading, man. All kinds of new pestilences, old pestilences and new pestilences. And the guy in the video in the beginning, he actually said these conditions have not been seen since the medieval times. Humanly conditions, man. So we're going back into another time, man. We're going back, man. The Lord says in Ecclesiastes 3, the Lord requires that which is past. We got comfortable with this technology and all this comfy, cozy lifestyle. We forgot, man, about the earth and the rough nature of things, man. Well, guess what? The Lord is about to bring it back. Hey, when that night comes, man, when the grid shuts off, you're going to know what I'm talking about. Verse 9, we would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her, and let us go everyone into his own country. For her judgment reacheth unto heaven, and is lifted up even to the skies. And that really goes into what? These are the nations in their spirit. A lot of them, they know America's finished. Some of them that are wealthy or have connections or associates, they get phone calls. They say, hey, listen, man, the plug is being pulled. You know, or we see that this place is dwindling. Let's go back to India. Let's go back to China. Let's go wherever you're from. Because a lot of these nations, they came here, they got rich, and now they're seeing it, man, this place is fucked. This place is fucked. Because Skid Row, man, by itself. You want to talk about LA? That's a very lucrative city. And in front of City Hall, you have tents, man. So that should show you something. You know, this place is really on its way out, man. These other nations know it. A lot of them, again, they got their money. They're moving to Portugal. They're moving to all kinds of other places, man, where it's so-called cheaper. But guess what? This judgment, man, is going to reach the whole earth. All these nations, man, they're going to have to implement the mark of the beast, man. You're going to have wars and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places, as it says in the book of Matthew 24. You know? So I just wanted to bring that out on that point, man, because that's some serious stuff, man. That's the Lord visiting, you know. The guy said we're about to open something horrible is coming. That's what the guy said, right? Hey, look, Jeremiah 44:13. For I will punish them that dwell in the land of Egypt, as I have punished Jerusalem by the sword, by the famine, and by the pestilence. See? So this place is on its way out, man. When you have all these things occurring, you know this place is on its way out. You can see the light dwindling from this place, man. All right. So with that, I want to say Kahala la Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai Ba'Hashem Racha Kodash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, who I learned this truth from, who do rule well, and salutations unto you, Akim and Aquathim, that do take heed. On to the next. Until next time, Lord's will, Shalom.